works.
Good evening, gentlemen and ladies, boys and girls, whatever you want to be called. Welcome to the Friday Night Live. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a great week. And thank you very much for all coming over and joining me. And the only reason you've all come over is because you want to see me catch light to something. That's the only reason you've all come over.
That's it.
But we're not gonna disappoint you. So let's bring the guys in. Obviously, Temporary Terry's on holiday, so we've got William, but we haven't brought William into the source yet. So we will add him any second now. There he is.
There he
is. So we'll rename him.
Hey everyone.
Let's call him.
Let's call him Norman.
Norman, yeah, I'll do.
Barry.
It'd be better than Barry anyway. Oh, sorry, it's lost Barry.
I've been called worse.
Right, so thank you, William, for coming over and joining us. Thank you, Brian.
No, very glad to be here. Glad to be here, guys.
You're welcome.
So I had a piece of ash that I brought into the workshop last night, ready for tonight, but I came in here earlier and it's split. So I've glued it, but I'm not going to use it tonight. So I managed to find this bit under the bench, in the workshop. But closer inspection, I found wire all wrapped in it. So whenever you get a bit of wood, just check it and make sure. If I'd have hit that with a tool, that'd have been pretty nasty. So I've cut about 3 inches off the top of that because, as you can see, it's got green wire all wrapped around it. So we're going to get rid of that. So I'm going to go over and center this up, make sure the headstock and tailstock's centered, and then I believe Brian's going to welcome you all in. So
I'm going to see if I can remember who's in.
No bother to you. No bother to you.
No problem at all. You go take us off the screen.
You're off the screen.
Or have you? Oh, okay. Oh, right, so I better read this list out then. Who have we got? Mr. Paul.
Can you hear the enthusiasm?
Right, that's it, I'm leaving.
Good luck.
So first in this evening, fresh out of the blocks was Paul Finlay. Welcome along, Paul. Close to followed by Wee Val. And then Andy from Grove 60 came in, along with Dr. Bob. Our good friend Shane Hurst is in. Gerard Rafarentia Woodturner is in. Christine and Michael Heseltine is in also. Malcolm Douglas. Bob P. Bob P's a Canadian, if memory serves. Norman Greenwell. Robert Harry's in. Barry is in. Andy the Valley Woodturner and Stumpy. Wayne Woodturner's in. The Professor has also joined us. Woodburn Paul has joined us. That's wonder what cheek we'll get from him tonight. Malcolm Douglas. Oh, I've said Malcolm Douglas twice. Alan Beresford. Paul Hewton. Roy the Boy. I'll have to have a word with Roy the Boy later. Raymond Wise is in. Clint the Wood Dancers. Lovely bell today, Clint. I have to say that to Wayne as well. He had a lovely bell as well. Steve Hale. Todd at Glencoe Woodworks. Barry, the other Barry is in as well. Leela Quim, I think. Doug Miller is in. The Yorkshire Git is in, so you better be using Yorkshire Git tonight, boy.
Well, does it burn well?
Well, yeah, but put it on first and then set fire to it. That's the effect.
Use it as an accelerator.
Yeah. Lucy's in as well. Good evening, Lucy. As is Susie, the Swiss Woodturner. Kev from the old 9K Creations is in. Douglas Mungham has also joined us. And currently we have 55 people watching. I don't think I read. Oh, Alan Gibb is there as well, I see.
Welcome, everybody.
And I think that's everybody that I've seen coming in. If I've missed your name out, stick your name back in the bottom and I'll give you a personal welcome. Do we know what kind of wood this is? No, we don't, is the answer.
No. What do you reckon, William?
Has the look of holly. Has the look of a piece of holly.
There you go. William, I know.
Yeah, I knew you would know.
William is the wood guru.
He's my
I wouldn't say that now, but
he's my
I know what grows around my vicinity, so
he's as close to wood expert that I know.
So I made sure my headstock and tailstock was in line before I put it between centres, and we've got some right gnarly bits here that we're going to have to get rid of to start with.
Oh, Brian from Greenhaven Creations is in. I missed you out there, Brian. Sorry, mate. And note to
Hey, Brian,
self,
welcome along, buddy.
when sitting on a chair with wheels on, don't tuck your feet under the legs and then move your chair backwards.
It hurts.
It smarts a bit. I said you were here, Lucy. You just want special mention again. Good evening, Lucy. How are you?
Hello, Lucy. Welcome along.
Welcome, Lucy. All right, so we're just going to get rid of these. We're just going to get rid of these nasty bits off of here, and then we can start moving in.
I did actually see Lucy was in because I said Lucy and Susie in the same breath.
Lucy and Susie in the same breath.
Yeah.
Is that a loose Suze?
Paul Kavanagh's in.
Oh
Hey,
no,
Paul.
not,
Hi, Paul.
not Calvin. Oh. Wait, what are you doing here, Calvin? Why are you not in that shed cleaning it up? That's where you
No
should
fun.
be.
No fun in that.
As is Chris from Billy's Woodworks.
Well, it
Hey,
should be
Chris.
clean by now, shouldn't it? That workshop.
Yeah, it should be, but it's not.
It's been cleaning it up for long enough.
Yeah, no.
I give you a little tip, Paul. Open the garage doors, leaf floor, job done, really quick.
Yeah. The problem is he couldn't find his leaf blower. That would be the problem.
Mine gets the leaf blower every couple of weeks.
Michael Azzapardi is in. Good evening, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
And Paul Carbon's just said, Brian and William Earworthy, what have we done to deserve this on a Friday night? We're both in to give you a hard time about the state of your workshop, Mr. Kavanagh.
Plus, there was nobody to take us out into town tonight, so.
Correct. I'm home alone because Michelle's working.
She left you home alone.
I know. Mad woman. Mad
Paul
woman.
says, I did put a screwdriver away the other day. Go on. That's a start.
Yeah, very small start, but it's a start. Right, the boy said, question for Steve. Why didn't you cut the branch off on a bandsaw? Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
Paul Capra says, leaf blower, question mark? I offered to take one of Putin's spare nukes to clear the garage. I don't think Putin has any spare nukes. I think they've all got a target in mind already.
Yeah.
Andrew from AJK is in.
Hello, Andrew.
AGK.
AGK.
Jay Penfield is in from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey,
From
Jay.
the Detroit Area Woodturners Club. Welcome along, Jay. Right, you missed me first question. Oh, right, don't be starting this nonsense today again. I missed your first question.
It's very needy, that Roy, isn't he?
Oh, he's honest to God.
Him and Kev, they're always like very needy.
Yes,
They're
yeah.
they're like naughty children.
Well, I've just searched back here and I can't see a question from the boy. You'll just have to ask it again. Simple.
Stick
If
it
you
in
want to
again
ask a
there,
question,
Roy.
stick in again because I can't find it.
Stick 10 question marks in front of it too, so we'll see it.
Yeah, and don't be taking half. You're supposed to prefix it with a couple of Q's or something, so as we can see it. I mean, I've only got 1.5 brain cells, and one of them's active because I'm awake. So that only leaves half a brain cell. You know what I mean? So,
That's not a lot of computing power, mate.
yeah, no.
That's nearly as much as a ZX81.
Right, you stop it. It's enough of that ZX81 nonsense. 1981. I'll you know. I did do a bit of research on that. In 1982,
No doubt you did.
when the ZX Spectrum came out.
Oh, you got one part right then.
Yeah.
The ZX bit.
Mm-hmm. So Kevin 9K says, I'm a naughty children, so bleh.
Joe is in. Did we say hello to Joe?
Good evening, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
How are you, Joe?
I don't know. Mike Hughes is in, late as usual. You're absolutely right, Mike. You're always late. I don't know. What do we?
Right, get a bit of speed on this now. We've lost all that.
Gerard the French Turner has been excessively cheeky. He says, Brian, brain cells. If you did have a brain, you would be dangerous. I do have a brain, but it's just spelt Brian. It's just the I and A is reversed. Yeah, it's no big deal. And I'm drinking Coca-Cola this evening. Hey, how about that?
He'll be hyper now in about an hour.
Other caffeinated soft drinks are available. Oh God, I shouldn't be drinking that at all. It's bad for me. Anyway, yeah, that's roughed out yet. What are you doing?
I'm going to try a smaller. I think that's a bit too big, that.
Are you using a roughing gauge on that?
Yeah.
Would not be a bit safer to use a bowl gauge on that big lumpy bit of timber?
Well, once I get rid of that lumpy bit, I'm going to try a bowl gouge.
I would have used the bowl gauge to get rid of the lumpy bit.
Would you?
I would have, yeah.
Right.
But that's my personal thing.
Let's get a 1/2-inch bowl gouge out of them.
Yeah, that's the one. That's that boy. Just a bit stronger for hitting that lumpy bit, you know what I mean? Not that I'm trying to teach my granddad how to suck eggs or anything, granddad. Take that, careful. What's this? When God was handing out brains, Brian queued up, and the Luke's queue twice instead. Sadly, thank you, Paul. Todd Glankov says Brian is starting to sound like Terry. Just saying.
Robert Broadwood is in.
Robert, how are you? Somebody with a bit of sense has come out. Oh no, wait a minute, Robert, Roy, Kevin, and Kato, they're all in the same club. Oh goodness sake. Kevin Ninky says, Wayne, Steve, spindle gauge, nah, bowl gauge, everything. No, there's no point in having tools not using them, I have to say. Brian, I did put the Q in again. You put the Q in again. Did you see a question from Roy there?
No, I'll go back here and have a look.
Did
you put lots of
Q's?
Lots of Q's in the front of it to highlight this said question? I think you're lying to me, Roy the boy.
Can you send him in on a postcard 2 days before, Roy?
No, I think you must have sent it an email or something.
You in the pub, Roy?
He probably is.
Making his weekly sales.
Douglas is asking Gerard how December retirement's going.
No, sorry,
excuse
Roy.
me.
It's not in.
I don't see your question, right?
No.
If you did put it in, I don't see it there. I've just searched back about 30 or 40 entries. Andrew says hello, intermediate. Yeah, that's Andy, the intermediate turner. Keeps complaining that he's a beginner turner. You're about as a beginner as I am now. Roy's question was retracted for some reason. That never came up yet. Oh, wait a minute. Good health creations. Question. What kind of wood is it, please? I think it's holly. Or sorry, I'll rephrase that. William thinks it's holly.
Emphasis on the think bit.
Steve and I have absolutely no clue. Question. Roy asked why Steve didn't cut off a branch to bandsaw. Well, we asked him that. Andrew says it's probably a carrier pigeon problem.
It's on the way, so
that's Pete's issue. He uses pigeon power, and Pete's on holiday. Everybody's on holiday except me. What's going on?
Good day for me is make it out to the shed. Although I got the grass cut today, Brian.
Good man. I went up and I went up to the yard, and it was that warm. I went and I filled the water trough for the sheep. And it was that warm. I just sat down in the water trough and waited for it to fill. It took about 25 minutes. Hence my face is blazing.
I thought you were going to say you sat in the trough.
Well, if it had got much warmer, I might have stuck my ass in it. Andy says he hasn't had much time on the at the lathe, so he is a beginner. Well, this is true. So this is Paul Calvin, question. Steve, why do people insist on sticking bark into spindle blanks? It's like those people that insist on putting bones in meat for some reason. I know, it's a bit weird, that, eh?
Glenn says he's not on holiday.
Aye. Yeah, you're only
He's only back.
You can just
One
you
week
can
out of
fall
the
out in
year's-
dust and metals, Mr. Glenn.
1 week out of the year is not bad, England.
Roy the boy says I can't have holidays because I've got animals. Yeah, right, I can't.
Just get rid of all this loose.
But I'm having a day off tomorrow because I'm going to see Emma the Tiny Turner.
Nice one.
Shall I get a screwdriver, I think, rather than using a parting tool?
No, Kev, it wasn't me. It was Thursday. It was the sheep because they had drunk it all, so it took ages to fill up. It's a 45 gallon. Just watching what you're doing there, Steve. Debarking. He's debarking. He's barking mad. The truth be told.
Oh, yeah.
Looking for bugs.
Norman says, William, I just watched your video of the triple crotch. Great job.
Oh, good man, Norman. Thanks for that.
Was indeed, Norman. I have to agree.
I had a few critters in that one.
Brian Greenhill says, Emma's Cami. Emma's Cami? I'm not sure what you mean there. Emma's Cami. You might want to look at what you just typed there, Brian at Greenhaven Creations.
Right, so.
Paul cut his lawn today. Well, the robot cut the lawn, and then I dug him out of the hole the dog dug. Then I dug him out twice more because the robot seems to have a death wish.
Yeah, they are a bit dopey.
Well, Jennifer's crafting creations then, and she's very sorry she's late. You don't have to be sorry, Jennifer.
Welcome along, Jennifer.
You're entirely welcome. And I am extremely well, thank you.
Ruby is in.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
God, my chat's a mile behind. Some comments are just not worth being read out. Kev.
What's he say?
I might leave some of that. That's quite nice, Alex.
Yeah, no, we won't read that one out.
Benjamin's in.
Thanks anyway.
Stand by your bed.
Hey, Ben.
He says, what's happening, people? Well, Steve's going to set fire to a piece of holly, apparently.
Apparently.
Alex of Wooden Things is in.
Hey, Alex.
Good
Hi,
evening, Alex. And Ruby is suffering from the air quality issue in Canada, as is half the United States, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's all over the news. Very little about Canada, but the squealing like pigs in New York.
It's a nice burr in there. Look. A couple of little bits. I don't want to take that right down, really, because that'll end up being too thin, won't it? It's quite a nice bit of wood, that, isn't it?
Yep. Holly is nice, yeah.
That's if it is holly.
Paul Kelvin says, tonight I'm trying to teach myself CNC machining. Good luck, Paul. You're a computer man, you're fine.
You'll blow it out the park, no bother.
Yeah, no bother, him. No bother at all.
What was it, Brian, I was looking for from Paul? Can you remember? Remember I said you needed something?
Was it the air assist nozzle for your
for
your laser?
Yeah.
If you could 3D print your air assist nozzle for your little laser.
Right, so I'm going to put a 10 in on the end there.
Paul says, having not mastered lasers or wood turning or sublimation, I felt it was time for a new hobby to add to my hobbies, like drone flying, car racing. Yeah, okay, Paul.
Yeah.
The list go on. Ruby says, right, all that stuff that headed for the States passed right over us first. Well, the state of the smog in the States was horrendous.
That from the wildfires.
Yeah,
The wildfires, yeah. Douglas has a question there as well. He says, is there any wood that any of you would not turn? Well, for me, the only reason I wouldn't, turn is if it was too big to fit on the lathe.
That's just about, yeah. I was trying to think my way to say that, but that's just about it.
In a roundabout sort of way.
I'll turn anything, or I'll try and turn anything. Some woods are not really nice to turn, like eucalyptus is not a fabulous wood to turn. I don't like wood that's past its sell-by date, like spalted beech that's spalted to Swiss cheese, or cottage cheese.
Ruby has just said, Douglas, I wouldn't waste my time on rotten woods. So
better to turn a nice piece of wood rather than persevere with rubbishy bit, I have to say. But as for species, I haven't come across one that I didn't really. There's a couple I didn't enjoy turning. It's not one that splinters like a mad thing. It's an exotic. And it splinters like a mad thing. Yorkshire gets says palm, but that's a grass. Yeah, it's not a tree.
Grass, yeah. Todd at Glen Cove Woodwork says, question. Does Steve have a fire extinguisher handy for later?
He
say
does.
He has, no doubt. Every workshop should have one or two. And if you don't, purchase one.
Yeah, if you haven't got a fire extinguisher, you can buy a dry powder extinguisher just to be on the safe side for less than 20 quid. There's no excuse for not having a fire extinguisher.
Nope, there is not. And don't buy a little baby one. Buy a decent sized one.
No, buy a 5 kilos or something. Andy's asking me how the resin is going. The short answer to that
it's going.
Not.
It's going all right.
Work in progress.
Oh, did wrong one.
I'm still waiting for my resin and burl pen blanks.
One. See?
I see. There's the start.
I've done one, but I just showed William the second piece of resin I've ever turned.
That's a beautiful piece. Oh. No one else can see it.
No, you can't. No. Only us. Mike Jew says he likes turning free wood. Yeah, that's the best kind.
Yeah, that is good, all right. Good man, Paul.
That's fine, Paul, yep.
Right, so tenon, we'll get that in the chuck now, so we've got a good secure hold on it, then we'll start getting some shape on our bayars. Oops.
What was that about the 4040 Pro? What was that? Somebody said that. Brian Greenhelm Creation said, I've just got a 4040 Pro. I'm not sure what a 4040 Pro is. Sure, somebody will explain. Mine is a 3040, says Kev. Are we talking about CNC machines here?
Or a weird grind on a tool?
Or a really weird grind, yeah.
3040 is a weird grind. Right.
Well, although I don't know, when I started sharpening, I got some pretty good ones.
Yeah. I had a few of them myself.
Off my 6-inch grinder.
Before I got my Pro Edge, yeah.
Right, let's get some shape to this.
Robert for the Hodgepodge says, I wouldn't turn pressure treated wood. No, neither would I.
No, definitely not.
That's not a good idea. There's chemicals in that are not healthy.
No.
Avoid pressure treated wood at all costs.
The 4040 Pro is a CNC machine.
All right, okay, there you go. Ben says, my package arrived from Amazon. The contents damaged and spilled all over the floor. Amazon wants me to return the empty box. Okay. As long as they're paying, Ben, that's fair enough, I suppose. Norman says, the main use of fire extinguisher is to put it through the window so you can get out. You have an escape route all planned. And the best way is the door.
Not the window.
Some of the wood turners in the wood turning community might need a rather large window.
Do we want a
Paul
foot?
Campbell
Do we
says,
want a foot?
Paul Campbell's a cheeky fruit boy. He says, you manual woodworkers are so last Tuesday. Right, the boy. Can no one see my messages? Well, I've just seen that one, Roy. I don't know what else you put in.
I didn't see anything, Roy. Sorry, mate.
Unless your comments are being held, and I'm not seeing the fact that they're being held, because I usually do. Mind you, Wayne's very quick at getting them. Right, where is it? Old Man River Wood Turner has joined us. Aye. We've now got 82 people watching in anticipation of the flames.
Fire, 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 fire.
Old man River Wood Turner. Yep. Stick your name in the chat so as we know what to call you.
Old Man River. Have I got that?
You, maybe you have it.
I don't know if I do. I'll have a look. Old Man River. No, I don't. Right, we need an we need a Christian name, please, for Old Man River.
Kevin Nine Creations says old man.
Yeah. Hello there, old man.
Glenn says to your last comment, Brian, what are you implying, Oosby?
Nothing. Old Man River is Dale, according to Weaval.
Well, welcome along, Dale.
Welcome is right. Roy the boy says, look at Messenger. Oh, for goodness sake, Roy. What are we doing now? Look on Messenger. There he is.
Why are you not talking to me? Why are you not reading my messages out?
Oh, what I was trying to say was, this is from Roy. This is getting complicated. He says, my wife is watching on full screen with no chat, so it's still good for me. Lol. Dr. Bob, please remember to give our earworms a big thumbs up, and Steve too. Thanks, Dr. Bob.
Thanks, Dr. Bob.
There are some gentlemen left in the world.
Yeah, there's few of us left.
There are
a few left, but
you know, you were saying about your piece with critters in it. I reckon this one's had some critters in it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, my nice little red bowl with merging leaves, or red vase pot, whatever, I don't know what to call it. Holoform, man.
The last piece I did, they were jumping out, but as I was turning it.
Brian with the wise in. Good evening, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Welcome along, buddy.
Joe will be saying his proper name in the background there now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I never said. It's Brian with the Y.
So I'll just get something to clean him out a little bit better.
Sure, I don't know why you're messing about. You go set fire to them anyway.
I know, but I'm hoping if I hollow that out, I'm hoping that's going to come through.
Well, If you burn it enough, it will.
It goes super thin, it'll burn through.
Dr. Bob says the critters add history to a piece. They do.
They do.
I actually, the little critters that were in mine were, when I started to discover them as I was cutting into it, I filled the hose with the old CA glue.
I feel like an estate agent doing this.
I got most of them.
I sealed the rest of them in.
I think maybe I should have microwaved this, to be honest. I might have just noticed an extra hole. Oops.
There's one trying to get out, is there?
There might be. Oh dear.
Let me out. Let me out.
Yeah, if I hear it squealing. Andy Clinelli, the posh firewood green, it says, good evening all.
Good evening.
Hi, Andy.
Evening, Andy.
How long can they live in a bit of wood then?
No idea.
Till it's all lit.
till it's gone, then they turn into a fly off again. Roy the boy said, if the wood starts crawling, Steve, the critters are still alive.
If they can hold on for 2,000 RPM, then good luck to them.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers. It's a day out at the theme park for them.
Yeah. There's another name I don't recognise. Bob P.
Bob P's been in for the beginning.
Has he?
Yep. He has indeed. Bob P is a Canadian. From Vancouver, if memory serves me right.
Welcome along, Bob.
What's this? Rex B question. Have you, Brian, done a turned object with Steve or Master Wayne? Don't know what you mean by that, Rex.
I mean, he means what are you gonna? Where one of us do one half and the other one does the other. What do you? Compilation?
No.
Is it compilation? No, compilation.
Yeah. The answer to that is no. I have not. Would be quite
you're
happy
right,
to do
Steve,
so, but I haven't. Serious question from Kev. Does anyone know what the critters are in that holly? Woodworm, probably.
Hello, can you tell me what you are? Hello.
Sends a message there. Oh, critters, little critters.
Right, so just a little bit of shaping. I was going to put a little bit of a lid on that, or a rim on that.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Andy. We did actually, right enough, because we turned the huge bowl at Wayne's. We all had a little hand in that. A collaboration is the word, said Robert from Hodgepodge.
That's the word.
That's the word. A collaboration turn. No, I haven't.
I sent Brian a resin blank to turn.
Oh, you did. Resin egg. You did.
Ah, there you go. Now, so you've had.
I've had a
collaboration
with Steve. Where is this? Where is said resin egg?
You've had a few collaborations with me.
Oh yeah, loads of collaborations.
I've sent you loads of half-turned wood.
You just send me bits of unturned wood. That's perfect.
I send it all rounded up nice for you. All you have to do is just sand it.
And just
take the
sand
credit
it.
for it.
Yep, sand it up, take the credit. Yep. Kev says you can make different bugs in different woods. Do you? Well, there you go. I don't. Wayne says we haven't, but it's a good idea. I think, Steve, it's a good idea for hashtag week. Ooh, what's up there now? There's
that's a good idea.
There's an interesting prospect.
The only trouble is, I suppose we could extend it, so we do it more than 2 weeks.
I have found said resin egg.
So I'm not going to sand that until I've hollowed out.
Oh, that's nice.
And I turned a little finial type base stand for it to go.
Very posh.
Posh egg.
Somebody says Jason was in. Jason Breach.
Right, so I just need to take this off.
He must be in.
Professor says, yeah, the critters are in there until someone evicts them with an air gun. This is what Steve's been doing, yep. It's either evicting them or squishing them up against the end of the tunnel.
Well, if I see any splatter marks up the wall, I know they're coming out.
Bob P says, Jason Breach says hello as well from Alexandria, Vancouver.
Oh, hello, Jason. How are you?
Hi, Jason.
How you doing, buddy?
Put on the
Paul Cavanagh says, William, will you stop sending him stuff? Michelle is complaining. Send it to me instead.
No, she's not complaining. She gets me out of the house, she says.
So we're going to hollow this out through the middle. Just use this as a...
Here. Sorry. You're going to do what?
Just gently clean this out.
All right, okay. Who was I going to talk to there? I've forgotten who I was going to talk to. Paul Kavanagh. Paul Kavanagh, what are you doing on Wednesday? You fancy a trip to the carpentry store? In the afternoons. Yep, Yorkshire gets just said that we have, yep. We also had to go at the giant bowl, which is still not finished, I have to say.
Glenn, why isn't that big bowl finished? Ah, Martin is in. Hey, Martin.
Hi, Martin. How the devil are you? How was your fishing trip?
Evening, Martin.
Fishing.
He just popped in for a few minutes before going back to work. You're not working at this time of night again, are you? You ever take any time off?
He's always working.
Mm-hmm.
Workaholic.
He's absolutely a workaholic.
Right, so
86 people watching.
Wow, thank you, everybody. So I'm gonna.
No stress on you, Steve.
Good man. There's an event on in the carpentry store this week.
Wednesday,
2 p.m. till 9 p.m.
So I'm just gonna do is gonna move this tail headstock around a little bit just so I can.
And Martin says hello to everybody, and the fishing was awesome.
Good.
good stuff.
Just move that camera down a little tiny bit. Cause that's
I was just going to say, if you can get it down just a pip.
Right, the boy says, I think I need a spanner to get my messages seen.
Yeah, see. Perfect.
I just read that one out. What are you complaining about?
So I'm going to be using the Pro Hollower just to take this out. You send your messages in on a postcard, Roy. We could read them out then.
Jason says hi to everybody. He's wrapping up a box glass. What's he wrapping it in, Bob? It's a nice duvet or something. Is it brown paper or what?
Wayne says, Roy, the last thing you need is a spanner.
Yeah, he is a spanner.
Yeah, tool rest a bit high.
Robert says, question, has that wood got a lot of figured grain?
Yeah, it has.
We may need to forego the burning. Nope.
No, we want to see burning.
We're burning. It is indeed an event for retired people, Ben. That's exactly what it is. Or those who can take time off work. So Martin says, so what's Steve up to tonight? What wood have we got there? It's a piece of holly, Martin.
We think.
We think. Well, sorry, I'll rephrase that. William thinks it is. Steve and I have no clue. But we think it's holly. And we're going to, and Steve's intention is to burn it. He's making a vase and he's going to burn it.
Well, if it's any other wood, it had holly bark on it.
Yeah. If it's another wood, it has a good disguise.
Someone has interfered with it.
It's been well camouflaged as holly. It's all good.
Good wood.
Should have took this out of a force a bit, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe it might have been a little...
Yeah.
Wayne is asking, is it okay to put his link in for tomorrow night, Steve?
Yeah, of course it is, Wayne.
Of course it is, mate.
Be $2.99.
Stick it in. I thought it was up to $4.99.
Well, yeah, but Wayne's a pensioner, isn't he? So we do low cost for pensioners.
Well, then we can work out the payment plan.
Right, so I'm going to mark this on number 1, and then I'm going to take this out and realign my headstock and take that with a force in a bit.
Yeah, see that William Martin agrees with you. It might be holly.
Actually. Would be better to leave that in the chuck and put another chuck on, I suppose, wouldn't it, really?
89 people in watching.
Wow,
Sure.
thank you, Ron.
Kev says shout out the windows. He's at 89. Let's try and get to 100.
I ain't got no windows.
Ah, you poor soul. Well, if you'd built that conservatory when you were supposed to, you would have had windows.
I'm not allowed to wood turn in the conservatory. My God, she'd kill me. I'm not allowed in the house. I'm not allowed in a house with wood shavings on me, let alone.
Well, we know, yeah.
Yeah, Wayne says, cheers, mate. PayPal is done.
There's Wayne's link for tomorrow night. Da-da-da-da. Turning with Wayne on Saturday night.
Right, so let's get these lined back up.
41 people have clicked the like button. That leaves 47 people who haven't. So come on, people. I get the like button pressed quickly. Come on.
Get to pressing.
Don't dare be messing about there.
Let's take that chuck back off. Put the other one back on.
Kevin 9K says,
You've got two chucks, Steve, have you?
I'll remember
Sorry?
pensioners discount.
I say, you've got two chucks, have you?
Well, I've got more than two, but
He's just got one or two.
Sorry, Brian, I interrupted you. Go ahead, mate.
No, you're right. It's a bit like myself. He's got one or two chucks.
In each cupboard.
Mike Dew says, Steve, take your time. Don't be worrying about taking your time. Brian takes ages.
was that a bit of a dig at you, Brian?
Yeah, just a bit. You know what you can do, Jews? You can be leaving anytime you like.
Question there from Robert in Hodgepodge. He says, for Steve, could you 3D print an MT2 by MT2 alignment tool?
I could, but I don't know how strong I'd be with premium plastic.
True.
I suppose if it was solid, it'd be all right.
Yeah, probably would be all right. As long as you've unlocked the headstock and the tailstock. Well, tailstock you can't unlock, it doesn't turn. But if you unlock your headstock, it should work. Can't see why it wouldn't. Andrew from AGK says you can't have enough chucks.
Get a nice piece of seasoned oak and turn one on the leg.
Yeah, exactly. Be as good as anything. And Ben says, Rob, we only work on lists that have reverse. Dig it, Steve.
I don't think he cares.
Oh, sorry. Did someone say something?
No, not a thing. No.
No, not a thing.
There was some mention of reverse, but I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Overrated, apparently.
It must be a Range Rover they're talking about. It can't be a lathe. No idea.
I don't want to talk about Land Rovers.
No, Land Rovers haven't got a reverse either. They just have forward and broken down.
Unless you're going up a hill because they stop and you roll back.
Dear. John Foster is in. Hi, from sunny Tipperary.
Oh, a fellow Irishman.
A fellow Irishman. Unless he's on holiday.
Oh, maybe so. An Englishman on holiday in Ireland.
Let's have a little think about that.
Would you do that?
What, have a holiday in Ireland?
Yeah,
why not? It's a lovely place. Oh, Barry's going to have to go, boys. He needs to rest.
See you later, Barry.
Take care, Barry.
Take care, Barry. Talk to you later, Barry.
You look after yourself, mate.
And he says Land Rovers can't reverse because there's an AA van following them.
Oh, that's cruel.
Could be somewhat true.
Lewis
Lewis.
is in. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, devil are you?
Welcome along, buddy. And Stephen is in, the wood dude.
Oh,
Well,
Stephen.
good evening, Lewis and Stephen. We're back down to
John
81
Foster
again.
says only half Irish.
He's only half Irish. Wayne says the best Land Rovers were the army ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to have an old military defender. That's for sure.
Yep. 110 Defender. Brilliant. Roy Boy says I've just shared my live on my Facebook and YouTube community.
Hey, right.
What live's this? Is this live on TikTok?
Life for
Right.
hair, I would imagine. It's a bit long, this is, but this is going to have to do. That wood's still quite wet inside there. Cool, she's warm.
Roy the
It's
boy.
soon going to be used to a dry spell, though, isn't it?
Alan Key. Alan Key. Alan. 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 Alan.
Oh, don't start that.
Martin says he has to go. Sorry, folks. Got to dash. Have a great evening and weekend.
See you later,
Take
Martin.
care, Martin.
Don't work too
Hi,
hard.
Martin.
Oh, that's the long bit, Steve.
What all the girls say, William?
Yeah.
Oh.
Liar. That's not what Nicky says.
Yeah, but we all know she don't tell the truth.
Oh, listen to you. I think he's making a pet on Lewis, that's what it is. Lewis said that's a nice piece.
Good, nice shape.
Yes. Andy says my workshop's not big enough. It's not big enough for that extension.
Open the door.
Oh, Robert's getting a campaign up now. He says, Lewis, Steve plans to burn this wood even with the figured grain. Gav says, with the steam, we'll have boiled worms.
It's very moist in the middle there.
Mick Jew said you should be careful. You could draw straight through the bottom of that drill, Steve. If you hear it clunking on the chuck, you know you went too far.
It's only about there, I would imagine.
Baz is not in. So we might not get with the Burnley. We'll see. I keep looking up there for my clock, and it's not there because the battery went flat.
You're too tight to buy a battery.
No, I've got lots of rechargeable batteries, but they actually don't fit in the mechanism because it takes one of those cheap Chinesian batteries to fit in the mechanism.
So we're there.
They're too small.
So we really want a be around about 6 inches.
They are some bug holes.
Yeah, they've had a right good chew on that.
Oh yeah, it should be all right. So somewhere there, that's where we want to be.
Kevin 9K says it's brilliant. Listen to Brian saying worms. Worms? What's wrong with worms?
Worms.
Worms. What's wrong with that?
Worms.
They're like burgers.
Burgers.
Burgers made out of worms.
Yeah, worm burgers.
Worm
What do you
burger.
want? Or a worm and cheeseburger. How about that? Wouldn't that do? Is there any wood left in there?
Yeah.
I'm just getting a right look at the wormholes now.
She'll be all right.
Oh, Lewis said that's much better. The phone just connected to the truck speakers. You're driving again, Lewis. You heading back? Are you going to or coming from?
It's 20 to 9 here.
Don't be typing because you're driving. Don't be
Yeah,
typing.
I was going to say. He might be doing speak text.
Or you could speech text. Doesn't work on my phone. Doesn't understand Scottish. Well, it doesn't understand the Scottish Irish kind of accent that I have now.
Trouble is, you've got to stop saying Jimmy at the end of every sentence.
Hi, Jimmy. See you, Jimmy. And Lewis is coming from, he says. Good man. Going home now. Roy Boy says, we bought an air fryer today, so looking forward to using it. Don't tell me. You bought it in the pub for £5.
Swapped a bit of wood for it.
Delroy.
2 pens and a chunk of a pen blank.
Definitely Delroy. Golf shots to shoot across the ground are referred to as worm burners or daisy cutters, one of the two.
Daisy cutters, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Tim.
Tim TF Turning is in. Hey, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Welcome along, buddy. None of us understand you, Brian. It's not a car issue. That's I don't care.
I don't feel too bad, Brian. The Alexa we have looks funny at me too every time I say anything.
Yep. I don't care. I used to get complaints when I was teaching that I spoke too fast. And so I then used to make a deal with people. I'll slow down a bit if they would listen quicker.
Wait, he says, I really need to see Roy turning an air fryer.
It could be interesting right now. Could be interesting. Dr. Bob says, Steve, I scribed on my drill extension with 1/4 inch markings based on my drill bit.
Good idea.
Good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Right, that's down 6 inches now. That's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah, there'll be plenty. It needs a wee bit of weight in the bottom anyway because of the heavy weight at the top.
I'll give the bugs somewhere to live.
Yeah, well, true. You can't make them completely homeless. Talking of clocks, I just made a bespoke clock for some YouTube friends and videoed it. Unfortunately, I can't make the video public until they've seen it. It's all a surprise, Prezi.
Ah, good.
Good man, Brian. We'll see it when it all has been revealed.
Put the extractor on, I think.
I just seen somebody new coming in. Did I see somebody new coming in?
Marie Klein.
Marie Klein. Good afternoon, Marie.
Good afternoon.
Says, I have a silly question. Why did you change the chuck when using the Forstner bit? I'm not a turner, however my husband is.
I didn't change the chuck. What I did is I put my spare chuck in so I could align my headstock and tailstock back up. And then I put the original chuck. I left the piece in the original chuck.
There you are.
Cool.
Just to make sure the tailstock and headstock are aligned correctly.
Right. Now we can get the Simon Hope Holler on this.
Rise the boy says, I wonder if you could dry wood in an air fryer. Give it a go, Roy, and let us know. Don't get the bugs out.
This could be a thing at York. Wayne, William and Brian saying worms and burgers. Listen, Kev, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but there's going to be another murder.
Murder.
Burger.
Lewis says, fortune a bit, thought it was some Halloween rig.
Just a fastener bit. No.
It's 2 foot long fastener bit.
Yeah. It's the longest fastener bit.
I was on
Well,
the
it
other
is
side
a
of the
hollow
work.
rig, really.
I was on the other side of the workshop. Oh, I'll put it on a different camera because if not, my head's in the way. So
There you go.
Oh, that'll not work. We can see your ear. Yeah.
Oh, phone's now ringing. Charlie Fox. You have to wait, Charlie, till after my live. Sorry.
Yeah. Andy has a good suggestion. Why don't you train the worms to hold it out for you? That's a great idea.
Leave it on the shelf long enough and they'll have it at.
Jeff says he can't even type murder. You have to roll your R's.
Tim says, what a lovely welcome. Thanks, everyone. You're very welcome, Tim. Thanks for coming in.
Indeed.
Right, so it's just blow all the muck out of there.
Robert says, question. Are you planning to pierce through the natural edge section?
I'm hoping to. That's what I'm hoping to do. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Trying to make it thin enough.
I'm just trying to.
And if that doesn't work, we're just going to burn a hole in it.
Yeah. Get the porcelain a bit back.
Set her alight.
Oh, Charlie built narrowboats and he's dead. Is that right, Kev? Charlie built narrowboats and he's dead. Oh no, hope there wasn't another murder. And Marie says, that's okay, thank you. I missed you taking and changing it back. Thank you very much. You're entirely welcome, Marie. And by the way, there are no silly questions.
No such thing.
Nope. Lewis says, is that you? No, it's Steve.
What? What's Steve?
Well, Lewis just said, is that you? And I said, no, it's Steve.
I'm confused.com.
So you should be.
Oh, is it you? Oh, you know.
There you go.
The pennies just dropped.
And the penny
Cha-ching.
fell to the floor. No, Lewis, it's Holly. We think.
We think, yeah.
And William said so. Steve and I had no clue. And Martin
Yeah,
agreed it
don't-
was Holly. So we
Don't
now
take that
think
to
it's
the bank.
Holly.
Well, it had holly bark on it anyway, that's for sure.
It definitely did. Charlie Fox, not a
But it could have been in disguise.
Well camouflaged. Is this right? Why Kevin and Robert are you going on the open workshop tomorrow? Is that Kev at 9K and Robert of the Brockwoods?
I think it is.
Michael McEwen says, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome, Michael.
Welcome along, Michael, and thank you.
Back up to 88 people watching again.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Need 12 to make 100. Get your grannies. Get your grannies out of bed and get them signed up. Hurry up. No messing about. Get them subscribed to Steve's channel. Come on. And what else is there? Just get them to subscribe to mine too.
Yeah, blessed, we all need them.
Well, you don't. William's channel is just flying along.
Yeah, it took a bit of a jump lately.
The Ely Club has an open turners workshop tomorrow. That'll be interesting. I'm having a good day tomorrow, I think. I hope anyway I'm having a good day tomorrow.
You hope you're having a good day.
Yep, because I'm going up to see Emma, the tiny turner, at the woodshed. All day. doing an all-day demo for us.
Good stuff.
Well, that'll be 3 or 4 projects probably. Oh, Lewis says my grannies are dead. Oh dear. Sorry, Lewis. But that's what comes with age.
For sure.
Comes to us all. Paul Calvin says, do my other personalities count? Of course they do.
Yeah.
As long as you've got a YouTube channel, you're fine. Work away. And the best thing about having multiple personalities is when you get a shared bag of crisps. Calvin, you're a star.
Multi-pack. I like
Will
it.
you stop with the Emma thing? I can't go. Well, if you're not a member of the Ulster Woodturners, you can't go. And Brian, leave your wallet at home. Too late.
That's the first thing you put in the car.
The poor wallet. The poor wallet got busted today.
Poor wallet got busted today. I bought myself a new table saw. And a stand.
Oh, I need to put a swan neck on there because I can't get in that corner.
Roy the boy said she did a good all-day demo at the Ely Club. Yep, she's a very good demonstrator. I will indeed win. I'll mention all of my friends.
Have you got any?
Yeah.
Cheeky son.
What are you trying to say? Careful.
Oh, I didn't know if I was acquaintances.
I don't have any acquaintances. I don't have acquaintances. I have friends.
I'll just change this. Oh, that's handy, Andy. That's handy. That's
Lewis has got an industrial injury. He says he's got a big lump over his left eye from a tree cutting incident last night.
Oh, wow. You need to get that sorted out, sunshine.
He says was very bizarre.
Oh, Lewis. What are you doing?
If she's selling chameleon fakes, I might want some. Well, if you want me to get you some, I'll get you some, Paul. Not a problem.
Right, so that's never been open. That's never been undone. That Allen screw on there, and I can't.
They're a torture.
And whoever's done it up has knackered the.
Oh, I've not rung it.
Yep.
It's not good.
So I ain't going to put the swan neck in there, am I? Oh my giddy aunt. Let's try this swan neck then.
Ruby Claire says, Lewis, I'm glad you didn't hit your eye. Indeed, so are we.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just hit him on the head, he'll be fine. Like, I mean, be grand.
Right.
Kev says, if you mention me, Brian, she might hide. but she knows you'll not be there, Kev. You'll be fine. Roy the boy says, you got 2 nice. Maybe I shouldn't read this out. I got 2 nice bits of wet plum on Wednesday. Wednesday. Wednesday spelled Wensday. Wednesday.
Yeah. This time of year, right? You leave that too long, you're going to have 20 pieces.
Yep. Wet plum. It has the
Soak
same
it in a bucket of water until October.
Yeah, it has the same action as cherry.
Must be getting close.
Kev, the Klondike Craftsman's correct name is Lewis. Just in case you didn't know that. Keeps calling him KC. And that's Casey's Steve. It's Casey's Steve's daughter. We're getting us all confused here.
Right. That's a good thing about these.
Professor said I had to double take right. Last message sounded like a trip to the doctors.
No, boys, no. couldn't possibly do that, Kev, because it would frighten my friend, my little friend Emma. Don't want to be frightening her. I'm just wondering what time she's leaving at. Because just to get the ferry over in the morning. I don't know what time she's leaving. And the event starts at 9:30, so she must be getting a real early ferry.
She probably came over today.
Reckon?
I'm confused by that, Kev. I don't know what you're trying to say there. I forget everybody's name, Brian. So put what they do. Bryce Boy says, I'm glad they make these lives funny.
What are you saying? I'm warning you, Roy. It's nice.
Lewis says the worst part of the injury was my wife dumping peroxide in it whilst cleaning it up. It's not much fun, I have to say.
That stings.
The old fizzing peroxide. I use it a lot in the horses' hooves. It's worth a treat. If they get a bit of thrush and stuff on their feet. Bit of peroxide, then some iodine. Worth a treat. Aha! Brian at Green Name Creations has asked a sensible question. What type of hollowed should a person start with? What type of hollowing should a person start
Halloween
with?
project, maybe, yeah.
And the simplest hollowing project is to make a little box or a goblet or some such. Do some end grain hollowing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
If you're really new to it, even simple little egg cup, you know. Start small, work your way in that little bit further in each time as you get better and get more confident at it.
Just remember, for every inch you have over the tool rest, you need 3 inches of handle behind, though.
Or strong arms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, a very strong arm, yeah. Or some kind of steady rest or steady pro or something. Just be careful. Take your time and start small, as William suggests. Don't go for an 18-inch deep vase to start with. That's just pushing your luck a bit.
Yeah, if you use a shovel, it's too big. It's too deep.
Yeah, it's too deep.
I must be getting close to coming through the side of that, surely.
Can't see anything yet. I haven't seen the end of the tool sticking out of it yet. Try poking it with your finger, see what happens. Yeah, right. Lewis suggests that Mrs. Golden felt surprisingly bad about pouring his stuff in his cut. I bet she didn't. She's a good actress. Oh, you mean hollow or type? All right, okay, Kev. I don't know if you meant that or not. There's a lot of different hollowing tools, and they've all got their own uses. But basically, the hollowing tools I tend to use, if I'm doing a small end grain hollowing, spindle gouge works fine, or a Simon Hope. Any of the Simon Hope hollowing tools work fine. If you want to use carbides, Easy would make nice hollowing tools. There's a massive choice out there. I think you meant mist. A
little typo there, yeah.
There's a small typo in that. Yep. You know that Wayne has just suggested there that you only need a swan neck if you're doing the shoulder of a piece of work. Yeah, you don't need it for getting down into a bowl. That's not what it's for. It's just for in around the top edge there.
Yay!
If you have to sort of come back on yourself a little bit.
So we're just through.
Hey, you made it.
Congratulations.
First time I've seen anyone happy to get a hole inside of their piece.
He came out through the side. Yeah! I have to say I've done that a time or three. Came out through the side. It's careless. First time's a mistake. Second time could be just dumb luck. But the third time is just careless.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do? So I'm going to put a candle inside so I can see it when it's...
Professor says my mum used to... What did he say there?
I'm going to put a candle inside so I can see.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
I'll use this.
The professor says my mum used to use put a tincture of myrrh on my cuts. I've never actually seen myrrh.
Me either.
What's going on here?
Yeah, it's either called a side funnel or an escape hatch. Yeah. I think he's just making room for the worms to leave. That's what he's doing.
Right, so I'll put this on here. Hopefully I can see. Move that wire out of the way so I don't get caught.
I quite like those little magnetic lights that you just stick on your tool.
Yeah.
Might have to invest in one of those eventually.
Wood art.
When I stop by, I know wood art have got expensive tastes.
Wood art. Get one from Wood Art. 25 quid, I think now.
Oh, fortune.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, folks. Need to drop Brian watching. You had he question mark. What are you talking about? Yeah. What's going on here? Sorry, folks.
Paul says,
need to drop
go ahead,
out, I think. Brian, give me a shout about Wednesday, and William PM me about the nozzle.
Will do. Thank you, Paul.
See you later, Paul.
Hopefully, maybe see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, hope so. You could, if you come down to me for about 12:30, 1 o'clock, we'll leave. No, 12:30. We'll leave from here and we'll go in my car.
You're about 2 hours, I think, from the carpentry store, aren't you?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
An hour and a half.
Starts at 2, doesn't it? So
2, yeah.
left here about 12. That'll be fine. 12, half 12. Just depends on the traffic. But I'll give you a shout Monday or Tuesday, buddy.
All right, let's have a look at that.
Kevin 9K says, Brian, Steve has too much money. He forgets about the pensioners' rates.
Oh, get over it.
Yeah, get over yourself there, Kev. Stop it.
Says the one who goes on cruises 3 times a year, and
yeah, exactly. Stop
my
whining.
heart bleeds for you. Don't worry, Kev. We'll carry on. I'll carry on working to pay for your pension. You're all right.
So you should do.
Not that I'm bitter, but you know.
Yeah, there's not a chance of that, Robert. He's been in my workshop. He was scared to touch anything.
He's only allowed to look in from the door.
In case he messes up. Anyway, you know. I'm not saying Paul's untidy, like, but he is untidy. Brian is scared of your driving, Paul. Not at all. We're going happily. Go on Paul's car if he wants to take his car. I don't care.
What Brian wants to take his car, so you won't feel good about putting all the stuff in the back of it. That's what.
That's exactly what it is.
Hopefully, Paul might have a big van, maybe.
Don't you be bringing loads of wood up with you.
I think I'm going to put a hole in all my holoforms. I can see the bit through there. That's great.
You can, eh? I was watching Wayne do one the other day. And it's actually very good to be able to see the inside from the outside.
Yeah, it's good.
Instead of trying to bend your back and look in the wee hole at the end.
Yeah, you know, easy to get the shavings out as well.
It does. They kind of just fall out the side.
So I think I'm going to get the rotary tool and go around there to clean some of that off of there because that's
What are you doing?
really thin there. So just a little bit more out of that collar, and I think that will be.
If you burn it, it'll come out. The little fine edges don't have burn. It's great. That'd be the dance of the flaming inclusion. Yeah, Mr. Farini is now a white van man. He bought a nice little van too.
I've seen that, yeah.
Vauxhall something with
Combo,
crew
right?
cab. It's a strange looking being of a thing. And Mick G says, Brian, you can visit my workshop anytime and clean it up. I don't do cleaning, Mick, only in my own workshop. If your workshop's dirty, get your rear end gear and get it cleaned up. My dog has just randomly started barking for some reason. And it's not time for his mother to come home yet, so I don't know what he's barking at.
Right, so get rid of this light. Don't need this light no more. Move it out of the way.
What do you want, Axel? You're all right, son.
So I'm just going to reshape this because it's gone a little bit out of shape. So I'm just going to reshape it a little bit.
God, Roy, the boy's got more bargains.
What has he got?
He's got another bargain today. A pair of Skechers trainers were £60, sale price 45. And then I got to the till, lady used her store discount as I'm a nice person and got another 11 quid off. So only £34.
Only you, right?
Roy, the boy, you are the scroungers. Oh, I don't know, boys. Delroy is the absolute right name for you.
Tim has got to run.
Oh, bye, Tim.
Take care, mate.
See you later, mate.
in.
Thanks for coming over.
Yes, Axel, I'll see you. What time of day is it now, anyway?
It is just coming up on 9:10.
Oh, it's 9:10. That's why he's barking, because he thinks his mum should be home now. It's half an hour too early, son. Lewis says, I wonder if Stuart lures middle-aged women into his van with colourful turning.
The colourful turn.
Certainly colourful turning, okay.
Right, so I'm just going to use the Dremel just to clean some of that out.
You gotta love Stuart.
You won't be able to see it because I can't see around the back there. So
You switch to the overhead even, you might see.
See something anyway. Yeah, Alexi.
There you go. That's better.
Robert says,
Good man, Robert.
I can't wait to see how Stuart plans to colour his van. Well, if it's in like his wood turn, he'll just stand at the gate and throw paint at it. The professor says Roy probably got his wife on sale or return just in case.
I wouldn't jest.
God, I wished I thought of that. Dr. Bob says my dog loves to roll in the shavings and loves the shop air compressor. Loves to get blown off with the shop air compressor. Something wrong with your dog, Dr. Bob. Starting to worry about you now. What are you teaching that dog? Yes, what is it, Axel? Oh no, that's Lola. Yes, I know. Ego pad, yeah. You use sanding that, Steve, eh? That's just a little sanding arbor.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll do.
Louis says first he'll have someone drive it in the van in fast circles and then throw paint. That's a good idea.
That would work.
Right, let's quickly sand this up because it is a bit rough.
Rough. Okay, I think my glasses need cleaned. In fact, I know they need cleaned.
You can see better when I took them off.
I can actually. Dead fly on my cloth. Get out. I'll give them a little spritz here with the old squirter liquid. I hope I don't break the lens out of the frame again like I did the last time. What did Wayne just say there?
One of my dogs was missing for hours. Then I find her asleep on the shavings in the workshop.
I had a little dog called Max once. And there's a little wall outside the back of my house, and there's the other side of it is a field. Between us and the field, there's about a 2-foot gap. There's a fence. The dog fell off the wall and got stuck in the gap. And I couldn't find him for ages. And I thought, I've lost the dog. I'm going to die when Michelle comes home. And myself and my sister, myself and my sister-in-law walked up and down the lane outside, up the road, up to the yard, walked about everywhere calling the damn dog's name, and he never made a sound. I thought he would have barked or something, but nope, he just sat there. He was eventually found.
Feeling stupid.
Yeah. Oi. I just had to let my dog know it should not be scratching the carpet, making a bed for itself.
Right, I'm just going to quickly sand the inside of that.
No.
Oh, good luck with that, Steve.
Yeah.
Don't use your fingers.
I ain't going to. It's never more so than that.
Yeah, not good to use your fingers. Is this Brian has to go? There we go.
That's the best it's going to get.
Oh, there's a dead fly on my window ledge.
On the inside, anyway.
Yeah, it's on the inside.
So just quickly take that up to 240.
What was that about Western Red Cedar? Who said that? Oh, dog loved to roll on Western Red Cedar. Yeah, that'll make a mess. Enough already, boys, about the chestnut things, okay?
Right. Don't need to sand it too well because I'm going to burn the hell out of it anyway.
Yeah, I was just thinking that to myself here.
All right, so I've just put some sand and seal on it so it burns. No, I'm joking. It burns better.
And a little bit of wax.
Matthew Lawrence has joined us. Good afternoon or good evening, Matthew.
Hello, Matthew. How you
Hey,
doing?
Matthew.
Mess in here. Look, I'm going to just quickly clear some of this mess up before I get the blowtorch out.
That's a good idea.
You know, why push my luck? So I'll just quickly hoover that up, clean some of this mess up off the floor quickly.
M&M.
Oh, Douglas Munger says my son has just done a charity walk up Snowdon for MDN. Not MND. No, motor neuron disease, or is it MD? I don't know what MDN is. Excellent, Douglas.
Well done, him anyway.
No matter what the charity was, it's excellent. It's not an easy walk up Snowdon. Even if you go up the easy route, it's not an easy walk. I have to tell you.
I went on the train and that one I need to walk over.
It's a fair old trek. Kev, enough already, okay? So we don't want to hear any more about the chestnut things that happened at your club. What happens at your club stays at your club. We don't want to hear it in our lives, okay? So just cease and desist from the whole thing about one of our suppliers who is actually a good support to the woodworking community. So just enough, okay? I am here. That's what it was. Thanks for clarifying that, Douglas. I thought I was confused there from that.
What was it?
Yeah, that's MND. You know, the motor neuron disease.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That has got some real famous people supporting it currently, which is a good thing. Rugby players, etc.
Every charity deserves good coverage.
They do.
Yeah, for sure.
And well done for your boy for getting stuck in and doing something, getting off his rear end and doing something. And there are lots of people who could maybe take a lesson from that. Krusky's Wood Creations is in. He says, I'm just a little late. Only so you know this, but we're glad you're here.
But you're here just in time for the burning.
Just in time.
For the exciting bit.
Hence why I'm clearing up.
He's not finished. He's not actually tidying up to leave. He's just... Dr. Bob says, I have GPS trackers on my dog's collar. It was supplied by our city's dog license bureau. Oh. I can use an app to find him when he decides to take a walk.
That's a good idea.
Our city supplies them for our seniors. Well, that's better than getting a bus pass, I have to say.
Yeah, because when the dog's out, you just go and get it.
I mean, I had to laugh because I'm old enough to get a bus pass, and people keep saying to me, why don't you get a bus pass? Right, okay, I'll get a bus pass, and I'll be able to use it twice a day, once in the morning to go to school, and once in the evening to come back from school, because that's the only bus that comes past my house. There is no buses anywhere close to me.
Not with the NASA's roar of your place.
Yep, no.
Right, so now for the interesting bit. So I'm going to try and leave some of this bit here unburnt.
Oh.
Well, I think, don't you think that would look nice?
I think it would look nice if it was raggedy, Mum.
You just want to see me catch light to it. That's all you want.
Yeah.
That's the tin part. It's going to burn quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. You put a torch anywhere near that, the edges are going to burn. Agreed, Wayne.
So here we go.
Michael McEwen says, Bob, is the tracker meant for the dog or for the senior? it's maybe a dual purpose thing. Oh dear, tracker for the dog. It's really a tracker for the senior. Here we go. The torch is on fire. Is that map gas? Watch your fingers.
Map gas.
Watch your fingers.
Anything starting to jump out yet?
Do me a favour, Steve, and turn it with the handle. Not the chuck.
Problem there, Brian.
Andy says, when surprised buses use engines, not horses. Yeah, there's not much point having a bus pass out here.
Dr. Bob says both.
Go on, Steve, burn it. Burn the edges. Go on, Steve. You know you want to, Steve. Burn the edges. Dr. Bob says he has one on his cane. The very thing. Yeah, map gas is very hot, I have to say, Kev. Can't remember what the figure is now, but it's hot. It removes the skin off your fingers very, very quickly. Don't ask me how I know.
I'm going to say, do you know by experience, Brian? Or anything like
Yes,
that?
I do. Yes, I do. It took nearly 8 weeks for it to heal over. It was hot. I'll tell you how hot it is. I didn't actually feel it happening. Benjamin says, is that map? Steve, are you made of money? Yep. He works still, Ben, you know. And he, before we started the live, he says, oh, I must go and get the blowtorch out of the van. So it's a work expense. Don't be telling the tax man.
I didn't pay for this, but anyway, the boss did.
Dr. Bob says, the one I have calls the emergency services for him. Very good, Bob. Ooh, love it when it flames up like that, Steve. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Now you're doing it right.
You're not doing it enough, Steve. You have to get that flames on it. Especially in them wormholes. Get that flame in there. Go on.
I don't want it in that bit.
Get the little buggers
yes,
out.
No, the wormy bit. Right there.
Bit.
Get in there. Aye, get in there. Yeah, that's the boy. Can you hear them sizzling?
Smoke alarm will be going off in a minute.
Can you hear them sizzling?
You promised flame, so you have to give the people some.
Yep. You just stick the torch on the inside, make it a furnace, is right, says Robert. We're in the inside as well, no?
No, not the inside.
Oh, for goodness sake. It was to give you a chance to hide all that tool marks on the inside.
There ain't no tool marks in there, mate. The rotten bit of wood is covering it all up. Right, I need a wire brush now. Brass one, perfect.
Oh, wire brush.
Perfect. Right, so I'm going to go with the green. Hopefully.
Benjamin says you can braise with butane. Well, you can.
But why risk it?
Does butane get hot enough for braising?
Just enough, I think.
Depends on what kind of solder you're using for braising with, or braising wire.
To the extractor on.
Wayne says James was thinking about getting a tracker for him. Then she thought she'd be better off if he was lost. Oh, dear. Andy the Woodwork Lanner says, where's Pete when you're burning stuff? Pete's on holiday.
Yeah, he's on holiday.
He's on the holidays.
His fire pit's getting a break.
Till the end of June. Because he's only back.
He gone for?
Well, he's away this week with Mark and Kim. Him and
Lisa.
Lisa. I couldn't remember her name there. I knew what it was, but I just couldn't get it out. Him and Lisa. And then they've got a wedding this weekend, tomorrow in fact. And then they're off to sunny Spain on the motorbike.
Busy boy.
And they're off on the motorbike for a month.
That's what me and you need to, Brian. We need to get 2 bikes.
Oh, no.
Push bikes.
Sorry. No.
You can get the electric ones now. You'll be all right.
I did have a motorbike once. A Kawasaki thing, and it was... I was in Scotland too. It was Baltic. Freezing every day.
Yeah.
I got it for going back and forward to work. And it was poor.
Yeah,
But boy, it was cold.
They skin you.
Not for me. If somebody would like to donate me a nice Honda Goldwing or something, Kev, all donations are gratefully accepted. I could quite happily tour on something like that, maybe. But it'd have to be a really nice weather. Actually, you can't, Robert. I can do a 16 if you want. Lucy says Colin will have run out of Doombar. that's why Pete's having to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right, seal it now then. So I think I'm going to put some spray sealer on that because I don't want the dirty marks going all over. Just try
There's one in the shed, Brian.
I know you have, Kev. That's why I said it. Maybe Roy can get you a nice deal on a bike. Yeah, probably. Probably.
Here, Arthur.
We need 2, Roy. We need 2 bikes.
Ruby's got a plan for you, Steve. She says, put a lid on this one. It could be a birdhouse. I think the hole's too big.
All right, just
Roy the boy, did you say you wanted a word with me earlier? No, I was just winding you up, Roy. You're all right.
Going to give you a bit of stick.
Wayne says, try using a wire brush on a drill to get some more of that off if you want.
That's a good thought.
Just give it or have you got a steel wire brush?
I've got a steel wire brush, but I've got a steel wheel. I'll tell you what, I've got one of those nylon bristle.
Well, that might not do, but I would try with a steel wire brush.
You need the wire, the wire brush.
I've got a wire one.
I use a steel wire brush, just a handheld one, and then I use the brass one after that. So I use the steel one to get the worst of it off. Kev says, William, are you coming after Harley as well? No, he's more of a sporty kind of guy.
Yeah.
He wants a go faster bike.
Yeah.
Not an armchair on 2 wheels.
Although I'm not able to handle those anymore.
Lucy says, yay! Got my cell service back. So that means his phone's reconnected to the network, is what he's trying to say. And it goes and dances with aardvarks. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Good evening.
Lewis says, sorry, I missed colouring.
No, you didn't miss the colouring. You missed the burning. It is right in black.
We can see, will he do it again? Burn it again, Steve, will you?
I think he didn't burn it enough. That's why he's not coming up.
Well, a lot of texturing on that.
Jay Penfield is in. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
He had to leave for a client meeting. I've enjoyed this demo. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you, Jay, for coming in. We appreciate your visit. Hope you come back. Come back now, y'all. Question. The steel one will take more out of the soft grain.
It will for sure, yeah.
Is that plastic thing you're using, or is that the wire one?
It's the wire one.
All right. Well, rub it a bit harder.
Well, much harder. I'll be through the wood.
Dr. Bob says he was issued with a lithium battery-powered wheelchair over the last Christmas holidays. Well, that was exciting for you, Dr. Bob. Help you get about. I like it.
Mobility is good.
A Go Faster wheelchair. Terry had great fun on his what he laughingly called the cripple chair when he had the bad.
Yeah.
That's what he called it, the cripple chair. It was terrible, but that's what he called it. When he had bad hips and he could hardly walk, he had to buy it himself. But he had great fun using it.
Killed everybody in Harrogate.
At Harrogate, yeah. People jumping out of his way and everything. It's mad.
Everyone went home with sore toes.
You could just see where Terry was because there was just people diving out of the way. Right, let's get some sand and a sealer on this.
It's very, very black still.
Good. I want a black.
Okay. Well, okay. Kev's showing off now. He says, Dr. Bob, mine does 15 miles per hour. And poor Andy says, mine's been restricted to 4 miles an hour. Why is this, Andy? Were you a bad boy and get caught speeding?
Don't speak about speeding.
And had to have a restrictor fitted. Yeah, Wayne says Terry was a nightmare at Harrogate. Yeah, he was, yeah. He was just having too much fun.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. He was just having far too much fun.
I got a speeding ticket.
You did not?
I did. 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. On a speed camera.
Oh, no.
CM speed cameras.
Yep.
No discretion, but if you're over, you're over.
Them things need shooting.
I nearly got shot and all. I had the gun in the back at the time.
Oh, God.
Blow it off the pole.
You see they were doing it. Well, I can't remember if it was Germany, Amsterdam or somewhere. They were setting fire to them and all sorts. And they just don't like the speed cameras at all.
Thing is, I only just come out of a junction. And I was 1 mile an hour over the limit.
That's a heavy right foot then.
No, that's a...
No, it was a hesitant left foot.
Yeah, I weren't pushing normally as hard as I normally do.
Robert says, definitely not a speeding ticket for this live then. What are you trying to say, Robert? It's Friday evening. We're just having fun. We're setting you up for the weekend.
You in a hurry, Robert?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Lucy says, so did Andy in his lorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bad news. See them professional drivers. I don't know. Matthew Lawrence wants to know, how did you manage to get up to speed in an old disco?
I won't. I was in the Range Rover. That's the trouble.
He was actually going downhill at the time. That's why.
And I had to sail up.
To sail up.
That's why I got 2 submarines, isn't it? So you can get twin sails.
That's correct. Yeah.
Speeding out of a junction. 320 brake horsepower. That's the problem, Kev.
That's the thing. And a heavy right foot.
Heavy right foot, yeah. Right hand pedal, push it to the headlight.
Dr. Bob says the first thing his grandson did was hack into the chair and change the speed settings.
Brilliant.
Yeah, fabulous, yeah.
Oh,
fabulous. Lucy said there was 36 in a 30 speed awareness course.
They give you 3 mile an hour. Mine was 34.
He was doing 36 and a 30. So he got a speed awareness course. I've had to do one of those.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I have to say. Wayne says, you must have been sliding downhill on an oil leak You missed Ben's comment. Oh, wait a minute. On what the piece looks like, let's go back and see what Ben's comment was. Is Ben before me? Ben's comment.
He says, Steve, this is looking like a slightly overdone barbecue jacket potato.
What was that? I didn't hear a word of that.
It's looking slightly like a slightly overdone barbecue jacket potato. Slightly overdone. I've seen better baked potatoes coming out of a bonfire.
It's not a baked potato, then, is it? Do you know what? You can't please you lot.
No, it's impossible.
What made me laugh at my speeding ticket? They sent me a speeding ticket and said you can apply, you can do it online. Admit, that it was you online. So I said, okay. Yeah. So anyway, by the time I got round to doing it, it was 2 weeks after the ticket came in. Go online, filled all the paperwork in, and got to the last bit where you confirm that was you. Sorry, you can't do this process online. You have to send the form off. I'm like,
you were too slow.
Well, no, you can't do it. You just can't do it.
Well, Lucy says that Andy can do his.
No, you have to. No, you can do your awareness of course online.
Oh, all right, okay.
And but you have to admit that you was driving. But you can't. You can do everything else online except for admit you was driving. Good old Lincolnshire.
So Lewis has said his 385 horsepower truck doesn't get me into any trouble, but the 108 horsepower motorcycle has been close.
Yeah.
See, motorcyclists. Kev thinks the worms are pushing the paint off now.
Most probably.
They're eating it.
Right, just scuff this up a little bit.
I think any of them that's in there now are well cooked.
Robert Butwood says we had a speed camera down the road from me and the locals put a tyre on it and set it alight. Yeah, that's what they were doing now. I'm sure it was Amsterdam. Every speed camera in the country was destroyed.
So it should be and all.
They don't use them anymore, I don't think. They just...
My argument is if a car can't go that fast, then why would they make it that fast?
Well, I see. That's I have that argument too. Why are cars made to go faster than 70 miles an hour? And the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. That's the maximum speed limit in this country. Right. Why do they make cars that go faster than 70?
Exactly. Anyway.
So I don't know.
I got a ticket. That's the first one I've had in about 14 years. So I'm going to take it on the chin.
I got 2 in one weekend from the same camera.
That's the one he burned down in Amsterdam. That's the one he burned down in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That was one just going down the hill into Belfast.
Right. So what colour guild cream over this, you reckon?
You're putting guild cream on it?
Yeah. Highlight it.
Why, are you feeling guilty?
No. What do you reckon? Copper? Bronze? Black? Put black on it, can I?
You could, so it blends right in.
What about a bit of white?
Go on then, white.
Chuck it at it.
Chuck it at it, see what happens. What's the worst can happen? You have to burn it again.
Be all white on the night, on it?
It'll be all white on the night.
Be white on the night, is right.
They blow up when they're thrashed like an old marina. Aye, absolutely, yeah. Don't see many mobile speed cameras out and about in this country, but there's loads of signs out saying speed cameras, and there's no speed cameras.
We have a lot in our village. We have a lot in our villages.
Here, Brian. Every road has them here.
Mm-hmm. We do have lots of these average speed cameras nowadays.
We still have the coppers hiding in the ditch, with the Gatzer gun. They still do that down here
with the ray gun. Oh, we still get them. We still get them too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't see the van sitting about so much. Well, I live out in the country, of course, so I wouldn't really see them. But
yeah.
how fast you go, Brian, you wouldn't see him. Just be a blur.
Yeah.
Robert says, just cast this piece in resin and throw it in the lake. I don't think Robert likes this piece very much.
Well, nobody's making him stay here. I ain't got his hand behind his head, have I? I mean, you always come back later.
Ooh. So Benjamin says, controversial opinion, but I wouldn't mind if your car was speed limited using GPS. I reckon it will be any day now.
They won't speed limit by GPS, but they'll track it by you just so they can find you. It's an extra revenue for them, isn't it?
Won't surprise me.
They don't make any money doing that, so they leave it well enough alone.
Yeah, exactly. They're making money while they're fining people.
Lucy's just spilling the beans completely on Andy here now. He also got caught in Germany on the Autobahn back in 87 in a Ford Fiesta XR2. I thought the Autobahns had no speed limit. Oh, they do have speed limits in places, don't they? But they have speed limits in bits of them.
Yeah, but don't they time you? They time you, don't they? So if you get to the end too early, they fine you.
At junctions and stuff, they have slow
they've
bits.
They've introduced those cameras here now on some of the motorways.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If you pass between two, yeah.
Absolutely.
What's that, Kev?
Matt Harbour says you had me at fire.
Kev says, William
must be watching the whole way through this just to see the funny bit. Yeah. You're starting to sound like Baz from Real Simple Things. He likes it. He likes a good bit of burning too. He'll be sad he missed us.
I was reading Kev's comment there.
What did Kev say? William had one in Florida. Got a Joe.
No, I was saying about the copper jumping out the speed gun.
Yeah.
They're sods.
Certain areas of Autobahns have speed limits. I thought so, yeah. I seem to remember seeing that on Top Gear or something. I was never in Germany. But Wayne was.
All right, there you go. What do you reckon? Don't all speak at once.
Matt Harbour says we tend to consider.
That's just take it bow, Steve, guys.
It's the lovely Steve. Let me see. I can't really see it.
Need
a bigger picture.
I'm actually going to put a bit more wax in them wormholes.
More wax?
Yes, so they're white rather than wood underneath. It's like filling holes.
It is full of holes, yep. That was an interesting...
bit of polyfiller.
That was an interesting piece of wood. I have to say, that's an interesting piece of wood.
Could have just got some easy for that, the van, really.
And Robert says, we're all speechless. Is this a good speechless or just gobsmacked? Andy the Woodwork Learner says it's art, Steve.
Art, is that what you call it?
It's art. Well, but we need to be because Ruby's suggestion starting to look good, says Andy. put a lid out and call it a birdhouse.
Drill and put a perch in it.
Oh dear.
You lot are just so hard to please.
Yep. All the time. I hope Emma's not so hard to please tomorrow. Taking a piece for our club competition.
You'll do good.
I'll be alright.
Or if it's only 2 or 3 of you enter.
I'd use some of our flakes. What do you call them? Forgot what they're called now.
Chameleon flakes.
Chameleon flakes.
Oh, so you tried the sweet talk. You tried the sweet talk, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's sort of like a bribe.
What can I do to this piece to make it more attractive to Emma? Oh, chameleon flakes. There we go.
Dear, oh dear. Right, just need to part this off then.
We said I've got a Honda Civic in front of me, so there's no danger of me getting a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Honda Civics are the most, apparently, are the most custom cars in the world.
Yeah. Gardaí here are slowly taking them off all the young fellas and crushing them.
Yeah. The young fellas love them, apparently, for customising. And putting them stupid dustbin exhausts on the back of them.
Tractor exhausts.
Yeah. I've seen a guy had took the huff as his next door neighbour on Facebook and squirted the expanded foam up of the guy's exhaust.
But he was popular.
Because he failed it, and he left a message as well. He says, "Get your exhaust
tied to the brick through the window."
Get your exhaust fix. There's Wayne's link for tomorrow night, guys. He's going to be using the Abrasive Mini Carver.
That'll be interesting one.
The lucky sod. After me buying a ticket for that too, I can't believe that I didn't win it. I'm looking forward to seeing it because I quite fancied one. But I'll have to wait now because I've spent my allowance.
Never.
I did today.
I bet there's always a little reserve.
Pension payment's not due till Tuesday. What am I going to do?
Wait till Tuesday.
Oh no, it's already spent. I bought it today. I got a good deal on a table saw today.
Couldn't resist it.
Couldn't.
All right, let's quickly set this off.
Oh, so Andy was also stopped doing 150 miles an hour on the Autobahn in 1990 in a modified RS Sierra Cosworth 4x4.
Nice car. Worth a few pound now if you had it.
Yeah, definitely.
Fancy cars then, buddy. Compared to the Proxon, it's a beast. Or maybe I don't want it then when the Proxon's heavy enough.
It's aggressive enough for you, is it?
Yeah, I think it is, aye. Ben says, did you win it? Where have you been, Ben? Of course he won it. On the Taylor's Millfield emerging turners draw thing.
So just quickly sand this up. And then we'll be finished. You'll be glad to hear.
No. Will we? Oh. It's not even 9:30 yet.
It's a little fast.
It's only 9:45. You're doing all right. That's only 2 hours you've been going. Plenty of time. Ooh, excuse me. That was me trying to stifle a yawn there. But it's not because I'm bored. It's just because I'm tired. I've been up since before 6 o'clock this morning.
Cool. Must be hard, Brian.
Which is not like me. I usually get out of bed around 8 o'clock. This 6 o'clock start in the morning is not good.
I've normally been at work for 2 hours when Brian gets up.
Yeah, I know. But that's because you have to work and I don't anymore. Yay!
Good for you.
Doing books all weekend. He's doing books all weekend and looking forward to as many lives as I can on the second screen. Oh, I might have to do a wee pop-up then to keep you occupied. I think William will do a pop-up live on Sunday. right after he's been to church, like a good boy that he is.
Yeah, good Christian boy.
Right, that's it. That's high enough. That's 120. That's near enough. Right, what am I looking for? That switch. Just blow the dust off of it.
Robert says, I know what's going on here. Steve's trying to draw this live out to help pay for the speeding ticket.
But yeah, well, that'll have to be for about 3 weeks, and I have to have the live going for about 3 weeks for that. Right, right out.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go.
Please do, says Liz.
So
yeah, that looks good, Steve. Great job, mate.
So we'll come back over here. Turn them cameras off. So just a little vase. What's that? How big's that, do you reckon? 6.5 inches?
Nah.
6.25.
7.5 inches long, it is.
I was going to say 8, but there you go.
So if I put a little perch on there, it'd be a lovely little birdhouse.
Would. But you need a lid on it, but to keep the rain off.
So I put a bit of cling film over the top. They got a drinking. If I put a bit of cling film over the top, they got a drinking thing as well, then, didn't they?
That's true.
Oh dear. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming over.
It turned out quite nice in the end.
In the end, thanks for that. Thanks everybody for coming over and joining us. Thanks for staying for the main thing. That's the main thing.
We've got good. The one thing about the wood turning community is we've got good staying power. just as
For
well.
sure.
Either that or we're all asleep and they left the telly on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to clear this mess. I've got loads of tools laying out. Right. So, yeah. Bit of burning. As always, just a little bit of texturing. I just want to show how you could really do texturing with a different way, really. So I've done them before where on a bowl where you burn the soft grain out, rub it back and it leaves the high grain left. Mm-hmm. And you can get some nice textures in it, some natural textures. Unfortunately, obviously a bit of worming in there, but it's actually looks quite old looking. So perhaps should have gone with a different colour. I don't think the white does it any good. I should have gone with a different colour, but Brian told me to use white.
Mike G says, nice job, Steve. Enjoyed the live.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Says, I like that Steve is different in a good way.
Thank you very much.
Roy the Boy says, I'll see you next week, Steve.
Thanks, Roy.
Oh, dear. And Andy says, Steve, don't forget to put the gas back in the van.
It will be put there, ready to go in the van for the Monday morning. I might not need it, but you never know. I always carry plumbing gear, so you never know.
Douglas says, thank you for the entertainment, Steve, William and Brian. Thank you, Douglas, for coming in.
Thank you,
You're very
Douglas.
welcome.
Hope everybody's enjoyed, and thanks everybody for staying on for so long. A bit longer than normal. No, it's been going for 2 hours, but the hollowing took me a bit longer than I expected. But it's Friday night. We've got nowhere else to be. It's not very often we go over. So if there's any questions, quickly chuck them in before we go.
Listen.
Michelle's just home.
Yep.
Yay.
If not, I will see you on Sunday. Don't forget Wayne's on. Wayne is on Saturday. I believe Terry's back. Believe Terry's back on Sunday. Bring you guys back in while we're talking.
I believe so. I believe he is.
I believe Terry's back on Sunday. Brian will be back on Monday.
I will.
I will be Sunday lunchtime live. Don't forget anybody who wants to send in their hashtag pictures, handbell.
Yes.
Get them in to me by next Friday. To
16th, that is.
Yeah, 16th.
William's waving his bell at you.
Yeah, careful, William. Good job over the watershed. So if you can get your picture sent to me at skkrafts@btnet.com, William, that includes you.
Yeah.
William, don't forget.
I forgot to send the last one.
He never sends them in. He never sends them anyway. So
I always do to turn them. I forget to send them in.
So if you can get your pictures to me, then I'll add them to the montage, which I will show off on the 18th on the Sunday lunchtime live, as always, to promote everybody's good work. And then it will also then go live on YouTube that evening, so the whole world can see it. So
I know.
Take part.
You'll become famous.
So everybody, the hashtag weeks are getting more and more popular, which is good to see. So it's nice to see more people, seeing more people having a go. And like we said, this year we're gradually going to ramp up to make the hashtags a little bit more interesting. And Wayne came up with a good idea earlier about doing a swap. So that'd be quite interesting to work out for next year. Can't do it this year because we already worked them all out for this year. So maybe next year. But we need to look into that because that's going to take a little bit more planning to. Two people have got to swap, and yeah, so we'll have a look. We'll see what we can do. But anyway, that's enough waffling on. If there's no questions, we're going to go. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming over. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow, if you're in the UK, it's supposed to be really hot tomorrow, 28 degrees. So please,
be careful.
Be careful. Don't get burned. Don't get sunstroke. Make sure you drink plenty and keep in the shade if you can. So, other than that,
stay in the pool.
Yeah, stay in the pool. My pool's gone now. I got rid of mine. That's a.
No, the pub. I said the pub.
Oh, pub. Oh no, I'd rather the pool. We don't drink. Right, so other than that, we're going to go. So thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much, William, for joining us. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for coming over. If you have enjoyed it, then please smash that thumbs up on the way out. And if you really liked it, hit the share button as well. So other than that, guys, have a great weekend. Take care. Speak to you soon. And bye for now. Say night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
That's all, folks.